Mangione for ZenMoves Movement Meditation, coming to you this morning with a special insider's invitation. This is an exclusive members only message. So I'm sharing this with many of you who I have had individual conversations with. You've expressed interest that you really want to come on the ZenMoves Meditation and Yoga Retreat at the end of this September. And I realized that it was probably going to be useful to you to talk a little bit about some of the core things that I think can be really helpful in you looking at what your participation could be. In other words, the deeper, juicier stuff of what you're going to get when you sign up. And it may be some things you've thought about, maybe some things you haven't even thought about. Because I'm really committed that you get a weekend that is completely beyond life and business as usual. That's what I'm interested in. And I think because you've already expressed interest on some level, that's exactly what you want too. So I want to talk a little bit more about that. The first is if you are experiencing this day-to-day feeling of you just can't be present. In other words, like whatever you're doing, you always find that you're constantly distracted. So you're sitting on the couch watching TV and it just feels like there's always this bright, shiny object kind of taking your attention. And believe me, myself included, it doesn't matter how many years you practice meditation or yoga or any kind of mindfulness practice. It is a practice. That's the key word. That phenomenon unfortunately never fully goes away. However, it can get better. And doing something by taking yourself out of your natural environment for a weekend is really going to sharpen those skills. I mean, just imagine that you can be in a conversation. You can be in a class, like a yoga or a meditation, or the silent meals that we'll be doing for some of our meals at the Zendo, and really just be with that thing, whatever that activity is, and experience everything else just kind of falls away. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. That's one of the things that you're definitely going to get out of this weekend. Another thing that I've been touching on so far in this video is, what does life look like when it's not business as usual anymore? I'm interested in this because it's been a big part of my own personal development and what inspires me and motivates me every day to do what I do. Now, I had this experience of it when I was a student in college and high school. You know, I was doing what I loved. I was an artist, you know, in the making. I was a dancer. I had my self-expression, you know, and I thought, oh, I can't wait to get out into so-called real life and be an adult, you know, on my own, living my life, and just every day, like, jump out of bed and have it just be like a dream come true. And then I remember I hit my early 20s and I had my first office job, you know, like a lot of people, and I saw the reality around me of, you know, adults kind of living the life, the job, the family, their responsibilities. And I had this distinct moment of, this is it. You know, I get up every day and I just basically am surviving. There's gotta be more than this. And this weekend is especially about that. That what if it doesn't have to be business as usual? And that shift in perspective is not just about, you know, changing your circumstances. Think sometimes, well, I can kind of fix it, right? I can change my environment. I can get rid of all my friends who I don't really like secretly, or, you know, or who challenge me in certain ways. I can get out of the relationship and find a better one. It's not to say that those things don't make a difference, But I'm going to suggest that a lot of the satisfaction that we're craving is very often an inside job. And some of the practices, and especially the environment that we're going to be in, is going to open up all of that. And it's, at least in my experience, so magical that I don't even really have full language for it. And I can promise you, every single person I've ever known who's been to this place, because I've been going for 11 years, has had some taste of that. That happiness is really an inside job. So, these are just some of the things that you can expect. And I particularly wanted to share it with you because I want you to get connected to the why of why you would want to come on this retreat. You know, there's always going to be the circumstances in life about what there is to manage. The scheduling, the budgeting, you know, and of course those things are important. They're the things that make it physically grounded in reality. They make it possible. But what I also want to convey is to make sure that with you making this choice to take this on, having the why be the reason that you say yes, right? And then the rest of this stuff, you'll make it happen. So that's my invitation to you. And there are a very few special deals that we have this week that we hope will also make a difference for you. One is if you register with your $100 deposit to save your spot by this Thursday, August 1st, you get $100 off. And also, if you have someone in your life who you want to share this with, who you want to have come with you, we'll give you another $50 towards your tuition. So these are both our gifts to you, that we feel this strongly and we're this committed that we want you to be there with us. So you got to act quickly. Fill out the registration form, grab your spot, and get ready.